Just Jade, and you are watching Locked in Love with me, where I will be sharing my online dating experience during lockdown with you guys. Let's get into it. So, the reason I actually joined the online dating experience was because I genuinely want to find who I'm compatible with, who I can vibe with, and who I can potentially grow with and build something with. Along with that, my best friend said to me, the heart wants what the heart wants, and she couldn't be more right. Now, I was a little bit skeptical about joining the online dating experience for a couple of reasons. One of them is that I actually had met somebody online before and we ended up dating exclusively and it did not work out. However, I had to come to the realization that sometimes you meet people for a reason and a season. And during that time, I was able to learn what I like, what I do not like, and also things about myself. And isn't that the whole point in dating in the first place? The second reason why I was a little bit skeptical is because I didn't want to come across as desperate, like, wow, I have to go online to find somebody. But if you feel that way, please do not. There are so many people that I know that have met online and they're either in long-term relationships or they are married with children and they're extremely happy. So understand, it is possible. Now, there are a few great things about online dating that I really want to share with you guys. So one of them is that it has really helped me to build up my confidence. I used to be the most awkward person ever, where a guy could like me and I wouldn't even realize. And if I did, I wouldn't know what to do.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
But now I'm more confident, I'm more fearless in approaching people and sparking a conversation myself, and I'm more sure of myself. Now, another great thing about online dating for me personally is that my BS detector is now on point. And what I mean by that is that we all love a compliment and we all love flattery. However, if that's all you're coming with, that is not a bit of me. Which brings me on to my next point. Online dating is really great because if somebody is not a bit of you, it is so much easier to block, unmatch and delete that person and not feel any kind of way about it because there's no attachment between you and that person. Now, before I continue, I just want to put a little disclaimer out there and say that my search for love and for somebody to grow and build with is genuine. However, I'm sharing my experience with you guys because there are people that have either gone through this, are going through this, or are new to this experience. And I want you all to know that you're not alone in your search for love. So I'm going to start with the basics. When you first start to set up your online dating profile, you're going to have to input your name. Now, if you don't feel comfortable using your real name, by all means, make up an alias. I would say not to make it super cheesy or corny, and I would definitely say to make sure that it's something that reflects you and your character. And if you do have a nickname that you don't mind people knowing, make it easy on yourself, and by all means, use that. So the next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is your about me or bio section. Now, some sites are really dope and they have prompter questions that you answer and they are really, really great as conversation starters. However, not all sites have this and some still just have the about me or bio section where you're able to speak about yourself. Please fill this in. And the reason that I say that is because you're then able to let people know of your likes, your dislikes, your hobbies, and what your non-negotiables are. And I personally think that when you fill this out, you're able to give people a little insight into your love languages. Now, what is a profile without pictures? Now, I think it's important to at least upload 3 to 5 photos to your profile. And the reason that I say this is because you want people to see you in different settings and you want people to see you doing different things that you like to do. On my profile, I've made sure that I have a photograph of me smiling up. And the reason for that is because I want people to see that I like to laugh and smile and have a good time. I then have a photograph of me where I'm on holiday. I have on no makeup. The melanin was popping and the skin was glowing. But that photograph was for me to show people that I'm comfortable in the skin that I'm in. And then my last photo is of me posing and showing my more sultry side. Now, when you upload your photos, please make sure that they are clear and please make sure that they are as current as possible. I'm not gonna lie, and no shade to anybody, but I've definitely seen some Bebo quality photos in people's profiles. So now I'm going to go through some online dating do's and don'ts. Do ask the right questions and don't be afraid to ask the difficult questions as well. You should always make sure that you find out the information that you need to find out about the person that you're getting to know. Do be fearless. Do not be afraid to approach somebody if you like the look of their profile and you feel like you might get along. You never know what could happen. Do make sure that you meet in a public place when the lockdown restrictions are lifted, of course. Do make sure that you get a video call in. I know that it's 2021, but there are still catfishes out here. Do be respectful and treat people the way that you would like to be treated. Do always follow your gut. If something feels like it's off, it probably is. If somebody feels like they're moving weird to you, then they're probably not a bit of you. Always follow your gut instinct. Do ensure that you work on your self-love and your self-care. And the reason that I say this is because if you do not love yourself, then you will not know how to love somebody else. But also, if you do not love yourself, then you will not be setting an example of how you need to be loved. Do embrace your hobbies. If there are things that you like to do, from writing poetry to arts and crafts, make sure that you are embracing these things. These things are also a part of your self-love and your self-care because they are things that make you happy. And lastly, do enjoy yourself and embrace the experience. Don't give away your personal information, especially your address. If you feel like you don't want to give somebody your telephone number, a lot of these apps and websites now have the facilities of a phone call or a video chat. Please utilize these. Don't swipe right just because you like the look of someone. I personally cheat and I go on the profile, and then if I like the look of their profile and what it's saying, then I go back on there, then I make my decision. Don't get upset if somebody does not reply to you. The same way that somebody might not be a bit of you is the same way that you might not be a bit of somebody. Don't ask yes and no questions. Make sure that you're asking open questions so that you can keep the conversation flowing. Thank you so much for watching my first ever video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.